Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today on Everything AeroPilates. In this video, we're going to be doing an AeroPilates workout using the pole. The pole can definitely add some variety and a little bit of challenge to the workouts. There are some fun exercises you can do with this pole. If you do not have the AeroPilates pole, there's nothing to worry about. Any pole or stick that you have around that's about 3 feet tall is going to be perfect for this workout. And if you don't have anything that would match that description, you can still do this workout without a pole. But if you do have a pole, go ahead and grab it. And we're going to get started with this unique pole workout. If you are on a stand, find a place to put your pole where you can reach it easily. If you can lean it against the wall near you, that's a great option. If you're on the floor, you're just going to lay it down next to you until we're ready for it. We're going to be on 2 by cords for this workout today. And we're going to go ahead and lie down on our backs and get ready for a warm-up. To begin today, we're going to make sure that our body is in neutral position. Our shoulders are against the shoulder pads, but relaxed. Our hips are staring up to the ceiling. We have a slight space in our mid-back here because we're in a neutral spine. We are not pushing our tailbone to the platform. We're not lifting our hips up. We're just nice and relaxed, straight in the middle, hips even on the platform and staring up to the ceiling. I do have my head and neck rest slightly up. If that's comfortable for you, go ahead and do that. If you have the head and neck pillow, go ahead and stick that on. We will be on our back for the warm-up portion of this workout, and it's great to have your head comfortable. Go ahead and grab your pole from the ground, or if you're on a platform, from the wall, wherever you set it that it's easy access. Remember with this workout, you can have an imaginary bar that you are doing each motion with. But what we're doing differently in this workout is engaging our arms while we warm up. We're going to begin with warm-up footwork, and we're going to have our knees together, feet together, up on our toes. Our heels can be as high as comfortable. And we're going to start nice and slow by pushing out for 5, straightening our legs, not snapping our knees, and just holding our pole down. 3, 4, here's 5. Now we're going to come in for the next 5, and we're going to push out as we come up. 6. We're pushing about to chest level. 7. We're making sure our shoulders do not go higher than our shoulder pads. Here's 9. Squeeze those knees together if you can. Here's 10. Come back down. Great job. We're going to now go hip width apart on our arches. Let's go ahead and go out. And as we come in, we're going to lift our pole, tilt it slightly, and tap the top of our knee. Come back to center, tilt it, tap our knee, back to center, and down. If you don't have a pole, you're doing the movement. Tilt, tap your knee with your hand, back to center, tilt, tap with your same side hand, back to center. And what we're doing is we're waking up those obliques by slightly turning our hands here. So push out, in, lift up, tap to the right, center, tap to the left, center. Bring it down as we push out, back in, lift up, tap right, center, tap left, center down, out with our arms down, come in, arms up, tap, center, down, and out. Come in, arms up, tap, center, down, push out. Last one. In, arms up, tap, down, push out. Great. We're going to stay hip width apart on the toe bar, get our heels up, and we're going to have our feet flexed as much as comfortable without getting tightness in our leg. We're going to push out. We're going to have our bar just below our hip line, so that our arms are long by our sides, our shoulders are back and relaxed, and we're just going to tap our bar down, come back in, push out, tap our bar to the other side. If you're on the floor, you're going to be touching the floor. If you're up on the platform, you're just going to be dropping it down. We're going to do 10 of these. 1, 2, just dropping it down. 3, 4, 5, rest in between, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come back in. Let's take a break here and take a breath. In through your nose, out through your mouth. We're going to move our feet wide, toes on the bar, heels high. We're opening from our inner hips here, and we are making sure that our knees are not much wider than our shoulders here. We're not opening super wide. We're keeping them within the frame of our body. Let's do 5, just standing straight up and down. 2, 3, our bar is just resting on our waist. 4, 5. Now we're going to come out, lift up our bar shoulder height. Start to bend your elbows back so that your bar can lightly come to your forehead. Push it back up, come in, and put the bar down. Let's do 4 more of those. Push out, arms up from our shoulders, bend our elbows down so that our bar touches barely on our forehead. Push it back up, come in. You can hover that bar above your forehead. You do not have to tap it to your forehead. Pushing out from our shoulders, bending at those elbows. Come back up, bend down and in. Up, bend the elbows, come out, down and in. Up, bend the elbows, straighten them out, down and in. Last one, up, bend the elbows, straighten out, down and in. Okay, we are done with warm-up footwork. We're going to go ahead and set our bar to the side. Remember to put it somewhere where you can easily grab it again. And we're going to get our arms in the straps. And it's really important when we're using the bar to really open our shoulders. So we're going to do some arm circles in this position. Your feet can come up to tabletop or be lightly on the toe bar as long as your arms are doing the work. And you're just going to circle out, down, together, up. Out, down, together, up. Let's do 5 of these. 3, 4, 5. Go ahead and take a break. So now we're going to come down, out, up, and together. Let's do 5 of those. Down, out, up, together. 2, down, out, up, together. 3, 4, and 5. Relax your legs down. We're going to go ahead and get our feet in the straps. And then lasso that foot, push through, get your strap on the other one. And we're ready. Grab your bar, rest it on your waistline. So we're going to do leg lowers from here. 5 normal. 1, 2, 3. Make sure you're breathing. 4, 5, and now we're going to lift up the bar and our arms are going to go down with our legs. Again, if you have that imaginary bar, really feel it in your hands, and let's go. 1, back up. 2, back up. 3, back up. 4, really reach those arms. 5, back up and your arms come down. Time for leg circles where we open up those hips. We're going to open our legs, pull them down and together, and back up. Here's 2. Open, pull them down and together. 3, 4, 5. Now they're together, we're going to push our legs down, open them, bring them up, then together. Down, open, up, together. Let's do 3 more of these. Here's 4, last one. Here's 5. It's time for frog. So we're going to open from our hips. Our heels are going to be together. Bend those knees down, and we're going to be pushing our legs that way. Let's do 5 like that. 1, just holding this bar here. 2, 3, you can rest your hands here almost. 4, 5, come in. Now when we push our legs down and out, we're going to push our arms down as well. Shoulders are relaxed. Let's do 5. 1, 2, 3. You're bending out the elbows to get that back in. 4 and 5. Come on in. Turn from our hips so that our legs are straight for choo-choo. 5 regular. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For the next 5, choo-choo. Now let's grip that bar underneath. Our elbows are going to be bent. When we push out, we're going to do a slight offering. Very small movement, lifting this bar up. With our shoulders down and relaxed the whole time. So let's do 5 like that. 1, just lifting a little. 2, 3, light lift. 4, elbows bent the whole time. 5. Okay, we're going to go ahead and stretch our legs now. Pull on those straps if you need to get that stretch. Set the bar down so you can really focus on the stretch. And open up if you need to. Keeping your hips down while you pull in so you can really stretch out that lower back. And when you're done, push through your straps, bend one leg, take it out, find the toe bar, take your other foot out. We're done with legs, but let's do a couple arms in this position. Grab your pole, carefully hook it onto your handles. Make sure that pole does not drop to your face. Be very careful. With our pole, we're going to do arm lowers. We're going to hold right inside these foam grips of our pole, and we're going to hold the handles inside. We're going to put our feet up, or they can be lightly resting on the toe bar, and we are just going to pull our arms to our knees for 5. 1, it's a pretty small motion. Control it back. 2, 3, 4. This is straight arms. 5. Now bring your elbows down to your side. We're going to do the same thing with our elbows bent, pushing to straight, bending our elbows again. It's going to be a small motion. Let's go. 1, just to our thighs. 2, 3, let those elbows bend. 4 and 5, release. Go ahead and lift that bar up. And now we're going to take the handles off. We have it down on our chest. If you have the AeroPilates pole, it's 1 pound, so make sure when you take this handle off, it doesn't come smack your chin. Ask me how I know. Hold it carefully. Take the other handle off. Bring your pole off. It's time to sit up. So if you have an AeroPilates pole that has the rubber ends, you can push into it to help you get up. I'm going to put my feet down. One hand is going to be under me pushing, and I'm going to use the pole to pull myself up. Now that we are up, I'm going to scoot back to my shoulder pads. Grab my strap again. Push slightly away through my toe bar with my legs to hook my handles onto my pole. Okay, we are ready for some chest presses. If you do not have a pole right now, you're just going to use your handles and do the chest presses. When we use the pole for any chest press, you need to make sure your thumb is hooked around the pole. It's not like when we do it on the toe bar where we have our thumbs with our fingers. You're still pressing through the middle part of your hand here for all of these exercises. We're going to start with wide chest presses, which mimic a wide push-up by holding on to the AeroPilates handles or the very edge of your pole. So if you don't have a pole for these workouts, you're going to do a wide chest press here, you're going to come to a medium chest press here, and then you're going to put your hands together and press straight from your chest with just your handles. For this whole set, your shoulders are down and relaxed, neck is relaxed. We're going to go under the straps here, lift up to chest height, and push out. 1, come back in. 2, let's do 5 of these. 3, shoulders stay down. 4 and 5. Okay, we're going to walk our hands in to the inside of the straps. The straps are right against this black grip if you have the AeroPilates pole. If not, we're about 6 inches in with the handle, and we're going to come on the inside of the handle. This is going to be like a regular push-up. Shoulders are back and down. Push to the bar is about chest height, And let's come in and out like this. 1, 2, sit up straight. 3, head is neutral. 4, 5, go ahead and bring it down. Our last chest press push-up position is going to be with our hands close in the middle. Make sure your straps are pretty far in your pole because you're not going to be holding them. We don't want them to slip off during this movement. You're going to go ahead and put your hands in the center of your pole, push out in front of your chest, and we're just coming in and out. You're just kind of bending the elbows here. Let's do this for 5. This is 3, 4, 5. For the offering, if you do not have a pole, you're going to start a little wider, offer, bend your elbows back down. The second set, we're going to come into our waist, offer, bend our elbows and bring it back down. For our last set, we're going to bring our pinkies together in front of our stomach. We're going to offer, bend our elbows, bring them back down to our lap. So now we're going to invert our hands. Our hands are going to be under the pole, and we're going to do the same 3 positions. We're doing wide on the black grip. If you have an AeroPilates, make sure your handles are butted up against that grip. If you have just a regular pole, make sure your handles are about 6 to 8 inches in. Hold on to the outer edge of them, and we're just going to lift up for an offering and come back in. It's a pretty small movement. Make sure you're sitting up straight, your shoulders are down and relaxed. We're going to do 5. 1, in, 2, in. Make sure you're breathing. 3, 4, 5. All right, now just come under on the other side of those handles. Your shoulder width apart. Let's go ahead and serve an offering from this position. Offer the tray. Come in. Bending our elbows to come in. 2. Come in. 3. 4. Breathe through it. Elbows bent. 5. Okay, our last position. Hands together in the middle. And this is gonna feel a little awkward. Make sure your straps are securely in on your pole so they don't fling off while you're doing this. We're under gripped, our hands down in our lap, next to each other. Elbows are bent, and we're gonna push out, bend our elbows, and bring our hands back down. Out. 3. This is a little more imbalanced. I'm sure you can feel it. 4. Here's our last one. 5. Whew, this is really working our shoulders. I'm sure you feel those getting warm. They are nice small movements that are going to help prevent injury. We are going to take one handle off of our pole, and I'm going to do my right one first. You choose which one you're going to do. The other handle is going to stay on and move to the center of our pole. If you don't have a pole, instead of holding each side of the strap like this, you're actually going to hook your thumbs under the strap. So for this, I'm going to pull up my strap in front of me about chest height. I'm going to turn to my left and pull back to the front center. And I'm only going to turn as much as comfortable for me. So if it's barely a turn, that's okay. If you can really get turned, go ahead and do that as well. Let's do 5 of these. Here's 1. Turn. Here's 2. Holding on each side of that handle. 3. Making sure I go all the way to the front center. 4. 5. Let's go ahead and do the other side. We're going to hook that right handle on now. Stick it into the center of our pole if we have one. Otherwise, our thumbs are hooked around that handle. On either side, start front center, turn to the right. Come back to the front center. Turn, come back to the front center. Here's 3. Make sure you're breathing. Here's 4. Here's 5. Relax your pull down. Go ahead and take that handle off. Thankfully, it is time for cool down. I have 2 black cords on right now. For cool down, I always like to add a different cord. So you can add another black. I'm going to do a black and a red. If you don't have red, do 3 blacks for this part. If you have a red, 1 red and a black, or 1 red and 2 blacks, whichever you want to do. We're going to go ahead and lie down on our backs. Oh, cool down, my favorite part. We're going to do running by pushing out. We're on our toes. My right knee is going to bend while my left heel goes under the toe bar. I'm going to come back to tippy toes together. My left knee is gonna bend, my right heel is gonna go under. And we're gonna do 10 on each side here. So here's 1, 1. Go back to tippy toes in the middle. And you can really get it fluid. 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. Do this as slow or as fast as you need to. 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Come on in. For our next stretch, we're going to push out. We're going to bring one leg into our chest. You can hold behind your leg, you can hold on top of your knee, or if you're ready, flex that foot and cross your ankle over the top of your other knee. And whichever position you're doing, you're going to come in that position so you can feel a deeper stretch. Let's take a breath here. Go ahead and come back out. Let's do 2 more on this side. Here's 1. Really feeling the stretch here, or I'm on top of my knee, pulling it in, or I'm pulling it under my leg. Last one. Stretch it, stretch it. If you are here, you're still getting a good stretch. If you're here, you're still getting a good stretch. Point it as far as you can. You will get more and more flexible with this system. Put your foot down. Let's push back out. Again, you're going to choose. Are you here? Are you here? Or are you going to cross? When you come in, you bring your leg closer to your chest. I'm going to flex my ankle and put it over the top of my other knee and come in. Nice breath. Straighten out. Come in. Straighten out. Here's our last one. Come in. If you're holding on to your leg or your knee, every time you come in, you're slightly, gently pulling closer towards you. Straighten out, bring that leg down, and come in. Let's sit up and finish our stretching. So I'm going to push into the pole to help me get up. My other arm is on this platform. My legs come down to the floor if I'm using the pole to get up. To start getting up, and then use my arm to support me underneath. So here we go. And we're up. I'm going to sit on the side of my AeroPilates and let's do some mermaid stretches. About the middle of your carriage, legs just dragging in front of you. Your support hand is going to go next to your hip or on the toe bar. Bring the other arm up, and stretch over into mermaid. You can also come down here on the standing platform and just let your body stretch here. Your shoulders are relaxed. Your hips are staying on that platform. Go ahead and come on up. Let's go to the other side. Our arm comes up. Put your hand on the headrest or whatever's comfortable and stretch on over. Let's do 1 more each side. Arm up, hand down where it's comfortable. Stretch over. You might be up here if that's comfortable. Hips stay on the platform, shoulders are relaxed. Come up. Other hand goes on the headrest or closer to you if that's comfortable. Stretch over. And back up. And let's get some arm stretches in. We're going to keep our shoulders back and down. Bring our arm up shoulder height. Cross it in front of our body. Grab behind the elbow or in front of the elbow, not on the joint. Roll that shoulder down again and pull it across our body. For a shoulder stretch there. Make sure that shoulder's back and down. Hold it. Fingers are relaxed, nothing's tight. Okay, go ahead and drop that arm. Let's do the other side. Straight out from our shoulder, across our body, roll the shoulder down. Grab it before the elbow or after, pull it across your body. Make sure that shoulder's down. Relaxed fingers, hold. And relax. Let's reach behind us on the carriage. Our palms can be in facing us on the edge of the carriage, or facing out on the carriage. We're gonna hold on to that side. We're gonna roll our shoulders back and down, stick out our chest, and really feel the stretch in your shoulder there. Take a breath. If you want a little more of a stretch, scoot further front on that platform. Roll your shoulders down again. Hold, hold, hold. Go ahead and relax your shoulders forward and bend your arms and bring them forward. Next, we're gonna try to clasp our hands like this behind our back. If you cannot do that, you're gonna have your hands like this, pushing towards each other behind your back. So go ahead and pull your arms behind your back, bring them closer and closer. Bend your elbows and see if you can clasp them together. If you can, go ahead and grab your hand and roll your shoulders down and pull away from your shoulders with your clasped hands. If you're loose, you're just pulling away from your shoulders with your fingertips while they're rolled down. Take a breath. Bend your elbows for a relax on that. Last stretch. We're gonna clasp our hands if we can, flip them out. If we can, if you're not able to do that, you're gonna point your fingers towards each other, flip them. If you need to be this far away, it all depends on your flexibility, it's okay. Either way, we're flipping our palms out away from us, and we're gonna curl down into that stretch. It's gonna be a slightly different stretch than what we just did for our shoulders. Roll those shoulders down, make sure they're not creeping up. Neck is relaxed and down. Body is curved over, like we're hanging over an edge or we're curled over a ball here. Take a breath. Bend those elbows, relax those shoulders down, and stack yourself back up. Flip your palm up to the ceiling and bring your arm up to shoulder height or below. Bend that elbow to grab onto your fingertips. You're gonna grab your fingertips and bend them slightly back towards you, straighten out that elbow, and really feel a stretch in the front of that arm. Make sure your shoulders roll down and back. Hold for a couple breaths. Bend that elbow and let go of those fingers. Let's do the other side. Palm is up, bring it up about shoulder height, not higher, but as high as you can. Bend that elbow, grab your fingertips, pull them back. This is a really great stretch for your hand, something we don't think of doing. Now you're gonna straighten that elbow, keep some light pressure on those fingertips. Make sure that shoulder is down and hold that stretch. Let's take 2 breaths. If anything's hurting, just lighten up on those fingertips. Bend that elbow and relax down. This pole really adds to your workout. It gives you variety. It definitely added some fun elements. It creates a workout where your brain has to engage more. So it's actually stimulating your brain as well while you're moving different parts of your body at the same time. These are only a few of the exercises that you can do with this pole. There will definitely be more pole workouts coming because there is a lot you can do with this. I hope you had fun with this pole workout today. And please don't be discouraged if anything was a little difficult. Take it at your level, slow it down, do less reps. Do whatever you need to do for you. If you are interested in this AeroPilates pole, it used to be all over, but now it's only online in a couple places. I will link those below. Check all the links because the prices vary and change. You want to get the best price. Make sure to account for shipping and tax when you're figuring price and find the best deal. I'm also going to link down below just a 1 pound weighted pole that is very similar but not official AeroPilates. It's going to work just as well. If you want a pole but you don't want to spend the money on the poles down below, check out Lowe's in their dowel rod area. Most Pilates reformer classes will use just a wooden dowel rod pole for their entire workout. What I like about the AeroPilates and a couple of the other poles below is they have the handles that help your AeroPilates handles stay on the pole. So I do like that feature. I also like the rubber end that helps me pull myself up. So these AeroPilates poles are highly recommended, but it doesn't have to be AeroPilates. There are other options down below, or like I said, go to Lowe's, get a dowel rod, and use it for your exercises. Okay guys, thank you so much for working out with me today. Let me know what you think, or if you have any questions or comments in the area down below, and I will see you next time on Everything AeroPilates. Bye guys.